In this video, we will look at the Unit 9 vocabulary of different adjectives for describing things. In this lesson, we will study about 20 different adjectives. Some of them will be opposites, for example, big and small. Some of them will be synonyms, meaning they have the same meaning. For example, big and large. So yeah, opposite is the different meaning. Big is opposite to small. Synonym is the same meaning. Big is the same as large. Just a note on adjectives before we start. Adjectives are always used to describe something or to describe nouns. And often they're used with the be verb. So we have my coffee. Coffee is the noun. Is delicious. So we have a noun, a be verb and an adjective. My students are friendly. My teacher is kind. English is difficult. Be verb and adjective. Also, sometimes we use the adjective before the noun. I want a delicious coffee. Fakhra is a kind student. Jamila is a clever student. So sometimes the adjective is coming before the noun. Okay, our first two adjectives for today are cheap and expensive. Cheap and expensive are always describing money. So when we're talking about dirham, we're talking about dollars, we're talking about the price of something. For example, we know iPhone is very expensive, but if you have a Nokia, Nokias are very cheap. Same, the Samsung phone in the picture is expensive. This phone here is not expensive. This phone here is cheap. Also for some brands, for example Gucci, Louis Vuitton, these are very expensive. Other brands, for example Splash, they are not expensive, or maybe you can say cheap, but definitely Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Dior is very expensive. Our second set of adjectives are fast and slow. We use these to talk about speed. So kilometers per hour. When you drive to Abu Dhabi, you can drive 160 kilometers an hour. You can drive fast. When you drive in the city centre in Al Ain, you can only drive 80 kilometers per hour. This is slow. Again, if we're talking about things that are quickly, we mean fast. If you take a long time, we mean slow. In the exam, many students finish quickly because they are fast. In the exam, some students, they take a long time because they are slow. A lot of examples for fast and slow coming with cars and coming with animals. The two pictures we have, this one here, definitely very, very slow. This one here, very, very fast. Okay. Next set, we have old and new, or old and young. The difference being we use young for people and we use new for things. For old, we can use old for people and we can use also for things. So when we talk about age, we know that in our college Mr. Bob is old, and we know that some of the students are young. So again, the teachers are old, the students are young. If we're talking about things, for example, my laptop is new. However, if you look at some people, their laptop, they've had it for 10 years, it is old. So 10 years, probably old. And again, recently, meaning new. We can use these words to talk about almost anything. The two pictures we have an example, two cars. The first car is new. The second car is old. Our next vocabulary is comfortable and uncomfortable. We use comfortable to describe something that makes you feel good or feels nice. If we use the pictures to help us, I think this chair here, this chair looks nice. It would feel good. So I would say this chair is comfortable. Now if I look at this chair here, I don't want to sit in this chair. I think if I sit in this chair for 2 minutes, it will be pain or it will hurt my back. So this chair is uncomfortable. Same for the shoes. I never tried, but I imagine the high heel is very uncomfortable, whereas the flat shoe looks more comfortable. Other keywords sometimes, if my shoes are too small, they are uncomfortable. If my shoes are too big or tight, they are uncomfortable. So most of these words go with uncomfortable. And common examples for these adjectives are clothes, shoes, chairs, anything that makes you feel good. Next we have 4 words. One of the words we need and we will start with is unusual. Unusual meaning strange. The opposite meaning is normal. So often if something is different, we say that it is strange or it is unusual. Whereas if something is the same as everyone, we say it is normal, it is usual. Using the 2 pictures to help us, if we're thinking about pets, animals that you have in your house, I think the cat is very normal because many people have a pet cat. But the snake is a little bit strange because many people don't have a snake for a pet. So it's strange or unusual. So anything different is unusual, anything the same is usual. And again, we can use these words for every example. Next we have fashionable and stylish. These 2 words here have the same meaning good fashion or good style. So if something looks nice, if someone has a nice style, or she has a new dress and it suits her, it looks good for her, we could say she's very fashionable, she's very stylish, I like her style. The opposite is unfashionable. This means it's a bad style, it's not stylish, I don't like this style. We use it a lot for clothes, for shoes. anything that's in fashion. With our pictures, usually the brands or the expensive companies, so for these two, probably you would say fashionable or stylish. Yani they have a nice style, a nice design, they're very fashionable. The picture at the bottom, his style may be from 1980. In 1980, this was a nice style. But now, in 2020, this is definitely unfashionable. So we have fashionable, fashionable, unfashionable. Okay. Our next set is pretty or beautiful. We can use these to describe people, animals, clothes, pictures, all sorts of different things. And we know that pretty and beautiful is a good thing. It looks good, it looks nice. I like it, it suits her. All of these are good things. The opposite to pretty and beautiful is ugly. Ugly meaning looks bad, it's not beautiful. This is difficult to give examples because it depends on your opinion. For this shoe, in my opinion, I think it's very ugly. I do not like this shoe. But maybe you have a different opinion to me. Maybe you think this shoe is very, very beautiful. That's okay, it's different opinions. Same for this shoe here. This shoe is very fashionable, very stylish. Many people have this shoe. I think also this shoe is ugly. But another person, they think this shoe is beautiful, this shoe is pretty. So it depends on your thinking. Next we have powerful or strong, and we often use these words for cars and for people. Powerful meaning lots of power, full power. So if we look at the car, the Dodge at the top, very powerful, very good car, lots of power. The bike or scooter in the bottom left is not powerful, not strong. So we wouldn't use powerful or strong for this picture. Next we have economical. This is a word related to money, but it does not mean cheap. Economical just means that it doesn't cost you lots of money. So if you have some cars, you can drive them a long way with just a little gas. You never have to go to ADNOC. This would be good because there would be low cost and it would be economical. Those are the adjectives for Unit 9. We studied them before the holiday, but maybe you have forgotten them. If you would like to practice them again, there is one quiz on Blackboard called Unit 9 Adjectives. This will talk about some of the vocab, some of the opposite meanings, and also syllables. Remember, syllables was how many sounds in the word. For example, beautiful has 3 syllables. There are also 2 quizzes on MyLab, Unit 9 Activity 1 and Activity 2 that you can do to practice. If you have any questions about this topic, please send me or Miss Fran an email or a WhatsApp, and we will answer all of your questions. Thank you very much for listening, and goodbye.